My name is Salma. I'm really excited to watch this video with you. Today we're gonna see 11 common things that doesn't exist outside the USA. I think Mexico and the USA have a lot of things in common, more than we think. I think we're like really near, so we share some things. Yeah, I think we share some things. And I want to see this video so much. So let's go.
Chocolate chip cookies, dental floss, traffic lights, all great American inventions. These things originated in America but are now all over the world. But if you think that everything American is in every other country, then you'd be wrong. There are some things you just don't see outside of the USA. I'm Charlie and today we're going to look at 11 common things that don't exist outside the USA. Before we get into it, why not subscribe and press the notification bell too. Coming up first, we have medical and lawyer ads. If you're not from the USA but have gone to visit, I'm sure you switched on the TV and heard this phrase. Ooh. Ask your doctor if this product is right for you. And then, most likely, a big list of scary warnings and side effects. This is something that only happens in America. And
I've heard like there's something weird like from the rest of the world in the US that they have like a lot of control with medications. That the doctors are really careful with what they give to their patients. So, well, let's see.
Advertising for medical products. Outside the USA, it's weird to see commercials for medical-related things. Most people would just go to their doctor and get what their doctor suggests.
Well, here in Mexico, I think we do. I think we see a lot of like ads about medical things like things you can buy in a pharmacy without a recipe. So I think that's quite common.
But in the USA, it's common to see medical things advertised as if they were any other product. But medical ads aren't the only odd advertising you'll see in the USA. Another thing you'll often see is adverts for lawyers. I'm not talking about Saul Goodman from Breaking Bad. Believe it or not, that's not just in TV shows. In the USA, lawyers really do advertise on TV. Wow. Did you know that 60% of the world's lawyers reside in the USA? And the USA is said to be the most litigious country in the world. This means the most lawsuits come from inside the USA.
Wow.
Next up is spray cheese. When you think of cheese, you probably think France. Luxurious French cheese is a staple of fine dining around the world. But the USA has a different kind of dairy-based delicacy. That is spray cheese. Cheese is eaten a lot in the USA.
I think this doesn't
the USA is the world's largest consumer of cheese. But America
also
loves convenience.
But I think it would be delicious. I really love cheese.
In the USA. Now, spray cheese is actually only 51% cheese. By law, to call a product what it is, it must be at least half.
What's the other 50%?
Product. So that's why it's only 51% cheese, not a percentage higher. The other 49% is flavorings, protein, and ingredients.
Okay,
spray
ingredients.
cheese has been big in the USA since the 1960s.
Wow.
And it's even sold in various flavors. For
I
example,
think maybe
cheddar, bacon.
Maybe like you can find it in Mexico. Like we're close to the US and maybe you can find it, but I've never seen it like in the supermarket or anything. I've never seen it.
And even American flavor. Huh, I wonder what that is.
But we call the yellow cheese, like the one that goes in the burger, we call it American cheese. So I think it will be like the same taste.
Next up is garbage disposals. I'm sure you've seen in movies and TV shows how Americans throw their food scraps into the sink. You may think, what happens to them? Do they just sit there? Well, no, they go into what's called a garbage disposal. These things actually only exist in the USA. In other countries, food scraps would be put in the kitchen bin.
Like
but why is it that only in America do they use garbage disposals? Well, the reason why is because in many other countries it's banned. This is because it's not very environmentally friendly. That's because all of the food is mixed in with the general water waste. This then at some point must be filtered out. So it wastes a lot of energy, but it is convenient. Next up is...
Yeah, I've seen it in a lot of movies, like they have like this thing with the trash. And we usually like separate trash, like we have the organic trash and inorganic trash. and that's it here in Mexico. So that's really weird here. But I know we've heard it before, like that this exists.
College sports. Every country loves sports.
Oh yeah,
whether it's
yeah,
cricket in India,
this is important.
football in Spain, or baseball in the USA. But only in the USA are they obsessed with college sports.
Yeah.
Every country loves professional sport leagues, and the USA is no exception. But one thing that's different about the USA is that they love college sports as much as regular professional sports. No other country gets behind colleges as much as the USA does. If you ask people in other countries if they can name a college team of any other sport, chances are they can't. In other countries, college sports are not broadcast on TV. And they also don't make any money at all, as opposed to the millions made in US college sports. In the USA, college football brings in thousands of spectators to fill up stadiums. But in other countries, college football games are lucky if they even get the friends and family of the people involved watching. Also, the biggest stadiums in the USA are pretty much all college football stadiums.
Wow.
Out of the top 15 biggest stadiums in the USA, all 15 are college football stadiums. The largest of which being the Michigan Stadium, which can hold over 100,000 fans.
Wow.
Next up,
I think this is crazy. Like, I've seen it in movies, and I have a friend that lives in the US, and she told me this. Like, they take football seriously. Like, it's a professional thing. Here in Mexico, we usually go to school sports and college sports, but it's just like the team, and they train and they play, and sometimes you can go and see the match, or I don't know, visit. But this is crazy, like it's a whole stadium.
up is white teeth.
White teeth, yeah.
Have you ever wondered why all Americans seem to have great white teeth? It seems for some reason people in the USA are obsessed with getting the perfect teeth. And by perfect, I mean white and straight. Americans actually spend more money than any other country to make sure their teeth are white and straight. But despite all the money that's spent on getting white and straight teeth, that does not necessarily mean they're more healthy. For example, the British are often mocked for their bad teeth. But according to a Harvard
Yeah, that's
University...
like a famous thing. This thing about British people teeth. I think it's crazy. Like, is it real, or is it just like a myth?
study, British teeth are actually more healthy than American teeth. Trust me, not all Brits look like Austin Powers. One reason why this may be is because in the UK, under 18s can get braces for free. However, in America, they're very expensive, and there's a good reason for that. According to a study by New York Mag in the USA, good teeth can be the difference between getting a second date and not. Apparently, 38% of Americans will turn someone down for a second date if they have bad teeth.
Whoa.
And 60% of Americans say they perceive someone as smarter if they have straight white teeth.
Wow, I think like this is crazy. Like, I've seen videos like in TikTok or YouTube, I don't know, that there is people like getting white teeth, but white like a paper sheet, like white. And I think that's crazy. Like, sometimes they look fake. We need to accept it. Black Friday, we love it.
Next up is Black Friday. If you're not from the USA, you may not understand why everyone goes so crazy on this day every single year. Black Friday is the name given to the day after Thanksgiving, which is another American holiday. The term Black Friday came about because of the amount of accidents and sometimes even violence shoppers create. People go crazy for all the deals in the stores, and sometimes
I've seen videos like people like fighting for a TV. That's insane.
riots just to get into a shop. Black Friday has expanded to other countries, for example the UK. But videos of Black Friday in other countries have gone viral for different reasons. That's because no one really cares about Black Friday in other countries. And shops often only get 1 or 2 extra visitors than on a normal day. Billions of dollars are spent in the USA every...
Here in Mexico we have like a whole weekend. It's called the Buen Fin, like the great weekend, I don't know. And there are 3 days that everything is on sale, and it's really like there's a lot of people in the mall and in shopping, but I don't think it goes like that crazy like in the Black Friday.
Every time Black Friday rolls around.
But we can participate in the Black Friday online. We can buy stuff that can be sent to Mexico.
But it seems the rest of the world just isn't into it. Next up is solo cups. If you're American, this may come as a surprise, but red solo cups are seen as a very American thing. In
They are
movies
common
and TV
here.
shows, everyone drinks out of them at parties. And many tourists actually bring back a red solo cup to their own countries when going to America. That's because it's seen as a piece of American iconography, although many Americans don't realize this. In other countries, people simply drink from beer bottles or glasses, but in the USA, they use red plastic solo cups. Next up is free refills. When I was dining in the USA once, a waiter came up to me and said, "Would you like me to refill your drink?" I said no because the drink was kind of expensive, and they looked at me like I was crazy. That's because it is typical in any American restaurant to have a free refill. In other countries, you'd need to pay if you wanted extra drink, but not in the USA. In other countries, if you pay for one drink, that's what you get. And many Europeans say that they find it very weird when they go to the USA and their glass gets refilled, even if they don't ask. But personally, I love it. I'm never going to turn down a free drink.
Yeah, that's cool.
And finally on the
We
list...
call it refill too, here in Mexico. Like there are some restaurants, or I don't know, where you can find it. Like you can refill you can refill your drink and it's free. And it is common like in American restaurants or places.
We have flags. Every country has their flag. But no one shows off their flag more than the USA.
That's
if you
crazy.
drive around the USA, it's common to see people flying the American flag on their homes. Also, many buildings, schools, and businesses will have an American flag. This is something you don't see in any other country. According to research, over 150 million American flags are sold every year. And it's not exactly known why people in the USA love to show their flag off so much. Worldwide, the USA flag is the second most famous flag after the Union Jack. But no other country waves their flag as much as they do in the USA. Vote in the poll in the top right corner the most interesting common thing that doesn't exist outside the USA. I think it's spray cheese, as I'd really like to try that someday. If you guys want some more amazing videos, check out my second channel. There'll be a link to that on screen in a moment. But as always, thanks for watching. Check out some more...
I think the craziest thing is spray cheese. That's insane. Like, how can you make spray cheese? I don't know. Cheese is like a solid thing, and spray cheese will be like liquid cheese, which is good. You can put it on nachos. But I think that's crazy. I don't know why is it on spray. Like, you can really go and, I don't know, use a spoon or a knife to spray the cheese, but this is crazy. I think I would like to taste it, like to try it. I think this video is super interesting, and I think there are things we have in common with the US, I think because we are really near. Like this thing about the Black Friday, like we don't have a Black Friday, but we have a whole weekend of sales. And liquid cheese, we normally can eat like liquid cheese, like queso, like from the Mexican restaurants. We usually eat it, but not too much. I think that's like a myth. We usually don't put liquid cheese on tacos, for example. I think like the red cups, they are crazy. Like you usually see it here in parties. It's quite common, like to see those cups. Those are disposable, and it's really like useful, like for parties when you don't want to wash anything, like wash glasses or anything, you use that. And it's really like easy and affordable. We usually use them, but if we don't find them, we can use another cup, like any cup. Oh, and I think like this thing about American dentist and crazy white teeth is crazy, because I've seen like a lot of videos that people get their teeth like removed, almost removed, and they put like a, I don't know, like resin, I guess, thing inside, like around that piece of teeth that is there, and it's white like a toilet. like white. And I think sometimes they look like really fake, but I think it's like a trend now. And we usually don't see it in Mexico. Like, it's quite common to get a treatment for make them whiter, but not that white. But there are people too that do it. Yeah, I think like the American flag is everywhere. Like, everyone, not only in the US but in the world. It's like crazy. I've seen it in shirts, in pants, in clothes in general, and I think that's crazy because here in Mexico we really respect the flag. Like, it's even illegal to use it, for example, in clothes, or to do anything that is not being there like a flag. It's illegal, so you can get arrested even if you like print it everywhere or anywhere. I mean, underwear or things like that. It's quite illegal here. But I've seen that American flag is everywhere, even in underwear. And I think that's crazy. But I think it's good because they like really celebrate their flag. And I think that's important. They really love their country. And yeah, college sports are important there. Like I've said before, here in Mexico, we don't usually take that seriously, like college sports or school sports. We usually just go and see and watch like the match with our friends, or sometimes we don't go. Sometimes they just have like 3 people watching it. But we usually like really love football, soccer. And I think it's quite important in the schools. Like, there's always a soccer team, always. A male and a female team of soccer. We love it. We like, Mexican people really love soccer, but not that much. Like, normally, if you play in your college and you go to the team and you, I don't know, train there, you don't usually get like a professional career from there. I think like Mexican soccer players train since they're really young, and they like follow this career like for years and years, but not in an academic way. They do it like in teams or in football schools and things like that. But I think it's cool that you could go to college and get a loan and pay your school by playing. I think that's awesome because you like really motivate young people to participate in sports, like play games and be part of a team. I think that's awesome, and I think that would be really nice for Mexico, because we usually don't give that importance to sport in schools, and I think that's awesome. I think that's something I really recognize about the US, that they really are dedicated to their college sports. The government is really like into it, and I think that's awesome. Well, that's everything for today. I really love this. I think these videos are quite fun. And I don't know, you can comment down if you have more interesting facts about the US. I think there's a lot of things about the US that we don't really like know, just like in movies, and common things that are part of the routine and in other countries are like really weird. So if you know anything more, you can write it down in the comments. I'll give you my social media if you want to follow me. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel and give us a like, so we can continue learning more about your country. Thanks! Hope you see you later.